Hello, my name is Sofia and this is an audio version of my blog entry entitled Geolocating Excavators Attempting to Halt Wagner Group Rebellion Convoy Headed to Moscow, Russia. Introduction. On June 24, 2023, the world watched as in a sudden turn of events, Yevgeny Prigozhin, the head of the Wagner Group, called for a rebellion in Russia. As his convoy of mercenaries allegedly headed to the Russian capital, videos appeared on social media depicting excavators digging up roads in an alleged attempt to halt their progress. I geolocated one of those videos. I employed the same technique I previously showcased in my OSINT exercise 009 video walkthrough. It's a very simple method, but perhaps hiding in plain sight. I wanted to highlight it in this blog entry as it can be very effective in speeding up a geolocation and ultimately an OSINT investigation by narrowing down the search area. With a bit of critical thinking and Google Maps, geolocating the footage featuring excavators digging a road somewhere near Moscow was not as difficult as it first appeared. The video. A video was shared on Twitter on June 24th. It depicted two excavators digging on a two-lane road to make roadblocks. According to the person sharing the footage, the scene was filmed in Lipetsk. It's not clear if they mean Lipetsk the city or Lipetsk Oblast. We'll find out either way. Below is the screenshot of the tweet containing the video. If it gets removed from Twitter, you have an archived version, but as it is not removed yet, we can watch it now. So here we go. It says digging up the road to make roadblocks, Lipetsk. That's it. So if you play it here, it just shows there's cars there. As you can see, there's two excavators. There's a yellow one and there's a white, gray something. In the distance, you can see a road sign there. And then it turns and you see the traffic, there's cars everywhere, and that's it. It plays again. So this is it, a 14-second video, and that's what you get. So analyzing the footage. Although the video is only a few seconds long, the person filming pans around the area showing a few helpful key features. You can see below, highlighted in blue on the left, a sign in the distance, possibly indicating the border of a town or region, and the connecting road coming from the right-hand side, highlighted in light green. In the image on the right, filmed with the excavators on their back, you can spot a strange-looking column on the side of the road highlighted in red. These features could be found almost anywhere, and without more information, we could spend a very long time scanning the entire Lipetsk region. No one wants that. However, we're not done analyzing the video. In a poor attempt at the clickbaiting, you'll never guess which was the most important detail seen in the footage. It was traffic. I'm sorry. Clickbait is just not for me. I tried. So Google Maps traffic feature, here you go. On Google Maps, you can select various layers. Among them, you can see traffic. This layer allows you to check live traffic or typical traffic by selecting specific days of the week and time. And I'm going to show you. Here it is. So you're looking at the map. This is Lipetsk Oblast, and you can select here the layers. So you can immediately click traffic or you click more and you can see all of them. So you can click traffic and you can see more or less the live traffic, and the more you zoom in, the more you can see it. So you go, it updates, and this is real time because we have the live traffic selected. If you put typical traffic, you're then able to choose if you want Monday, Tuesday, and whatever. You can select here Thursday at 9 a.m. or we can keep going, and this is the normal traffic on this day of the week at this time. And that's it. It's very simple to use. On the OSINT exercise 009 video walkthrough, I explained how one could use this feature to identify busy roads at a specific time of the day in order to narrow down possible search areas. This time, I used the live traffic option to help me find the coordinates of the excavator seen in the footage. But first, we still need to refine our region a bit to avoid spending too long checking all busy roads within the Lipetsk region, because there were a lot of them. So narrow down the area of search. So far, we have established that the video was likely recorded in Lipetsk. But as I have mentioned, there were many videos being shared online. It's always useful to gather as much data as possible before starting to look at the map. The more information you have, the faster it will be to discard incorrect locations and focus on the most likely one. As Twitter was full of videos of the situation in Russia due to the Wagner Group rebellion, I figured it was as good a place as any to start looking for even more information. So I quickly created a little search string that contained the following. You have Moscow and in brackets, excavator or digging or dug, close brackets, filter, videos. The string above requests Twitter to give us any videos, see here, that match specific criteria. They must have the word Moscow combined with either the word excavator, the word digging, or the word dug. If you're interested in learning more about how to create this type of search strings, you can check out my blog entry entitled How to Monitor Oppressive Regimes on Twitter using TweetTech. So using the search string mentioned above, I got a very long list of similar videos to the one I was attempting to geolocate. Among them, there was one that contained subtitles as seen below. So this is exactly the same video we just watched, but look at this, suddenly there are subtitles, and the subtitles are very, very useful. So let's stop there. It didn't stop. According to the subtitles, the person filming allegedly says, "I'm standing in front of the Chepynsky district." I have no idea how to pronounce that, sorry. Great, we have a district name that I cannot pronounce. The bad news is that there's no such thing as a Chepynsky district. Fear not, Wikipedia came to the rescue with a list of districts in Lipetsk. According to the administrative divisions of Lipetsk Oblast page, there's a district called Chepynsky, written like this. And I can show you. Here you go, administrative divisions of Lipetsk Oblast districts, and it's the very first one. Here we go. The word looks similar enough to Chepynsky that we can infer that perhaps the subtitles were attempting to write Chepynsky phonetically and ended up with Chepynsky. Either way, time to check out this Chepynsky district in Lipetsk Oblast. So let's do that. I'm just going to copy paste it. So we are focused on that specific district. Here we go. This is it. We are in Lipetsk Oblast, and this is the specific district we're looking for. Let's go back. Geolocating excavators in Chepynsky district. At this point, we have various important pieces of information that we can use to narrow down our search within the Chepynsky district. I can't believe I wrote this word so many times. The Wagner Group convoy was headed towards Moscow. The person filming claimed they were standing in front of the Chepynsky district. There was traffic congestion due to the excavators on the road. It is reasonable to think that the military convoy would be traveling on main roads. We also know that they were coming from the south, as there were multiple reports of the mercenaries having crossed Voronezh, south of Lipetsk Oblast. Putting all the information together, we can easily reach the conclusion that the video was likely filmed in the section highlighted in the figure below. Look at that. The road seen on a map faces the south-north direction headed to Moscow. The area highlighted could be referred as in front of the Chepynsky district since it's right on the border, so maybe there. As for the last point on our previous list, will we be able to see traffic congestion in the area indicating the presence of the road disruption? Yes. Google Maps showed a bright red and orange section on the road just before the district border dotted in red. So you can see this is the border, here it is, and this is the congestion. Unfortunately, I did not think to take a screenshot at the time, as I did not envision writing a blog entry on it. So the figure seen below was off the area almost 24 hours later. However, it is still possible to observe traffic on the road highlighted by Google Maps traffic feature in red and orange. So here we go. And since it hasn't been that long since I wrote a blog entry, let's check it out all the way here. And remember, we need to change this. Instead of typical traffic, we want to see live traffic. So here you go. Can you see it's still red and it's still orange? A bit less red, but it's still definitely orange. Let's go back again. Here we go. Now that we have a very good idea of whereabouts the excavators might have been on June 24th, we can analyze the area on Google Maps. We're expecting to see a sign in the distance, likely the one indicating the start of the Chepynsky district. We also need to find a road connecting to the two-lane path from the right-hand side close to the sign. So let me just show you quickly again on the video. which means, so here we go, see there's a sign distance, and we can see definitely there is a road here that connects to this main road that has 2 lanes. So let's go back again. Interestingly enough, if you check the area on Google Maps without the satellite view, you'll miss the road on the right as seen below. So you see, this is without satellite view, you don't see any road whatsoever, but you put the satellite view and what we see here, it's definitely a road. So I can show you as well. See, no road there. You're expecting a road there. There's no road. You click satellite view, suddenly there's a road. There's definitely a road there. So if you zoom in close enough to where the 2 roads merge, you'll be able to spot something that could very well be a sign, possibly indicating the start of the district as seen below. So here we go, zoom, zoom, zoom. There's something there, and might be the sign, maybe, probably. Additionally, we're also expecting to find a strange looking column on the left-hand side of the road facing south, further back towards the location where the person was filming. It could perhaps be the small structure seen below on Google Maps satellite view. So let me show you again what I mean. So remember here, the person goes back and there is some weird, strange column just on the side of the road. So if you go back here and we go back, and when we zoom in, there's something there. It could be the same column. It is. I can just tell you that. Verifying the location. With enough evidence pointing us towards this exact point on the road, we can simply grab Pegman and drop it on the road. It's always easy to verify information when Google Street View is available. We can start with dropping the little yellow person facing north and checking the road and the sign in the distance. You can see in the figure below how the features match. On the left is a screenshot from the video containing the excavators digging the road, and on the right is a screenshot from Google Street View facing the sign indicating the start of the district. So let me just go there, zoom out a bit, we're going all the way there, and I'm actually going to put it much closer so you can just see it here. So see, it is a sign, and it does say indeed Chepwinski district. And here you go, you can see where the side road connects to the main road. Here we go, 2 lanes, and that's it. Let's go back again and back. If we then face south, we'll be able to spot that strange looking column on the side of the road. Below you can see the comparison between the scene at the excavator's footage on the left and the screenshot of the area on Google Street View on the right. So again, let me just get Pegman and drop it just there next to where we thought we saw this column. Just a bit there so we can rotate. And there we go, we can see it. Beautiful. And can compare with this one. Same. So we have therefore concluded with no margin of doubt that the video allegedly filmed on June 24 showing excavators digging the road leading up to Moscow was recorded in Lipetsk Oblast. The person recording the scene was just outside the Chepwinski district at the following coordinates, and you can click it there, and if you click it, it just goes straight to Street View. You can see it. So the excavators were more or less here, and if you zoom in, you can see the sign, you can see the road, you zoom out, you turn, and you zoom in, and here you go, there's the column. We have geolocated it. Conclusion: the Google Maps traffic feature is extremely useful when attempting to narrow down an area of search. It can make the difference between scanning an entire stretch of road or immediately being able to focus on a very specific point. Knowing how to use this feature can make a difference between spending hours on a geolocation or just a few minutes. This blog entry explains how I used the live traffic feature on Google Maps to geolocate a video shared on June 24 depicting 2 excavators digging a road in Lipetsk Oblast, Russia. This heavy construction equipment were allegedly attempting to stop the advances of the Wagner Group mercenaries reportedly en route to Moscow. If you want to check out an explanation of how I use the typical traffic feature instead, on Google Maps I suggest checking my OSINT exercise 009 video walkthrough on YouTube. Perhaps you can give it a go, attempting to solve the exercise first if you haven't already. Thank you for listening. Sofia.